Hey man, how do you like that one piece? A onesie, monosuit, Lochsa Onesie. How is it? Is that comfortable? Hey guys, Ross Robinson here, professional backcountry snowmobiler, and today we're talking about the new 2019 totally redesigned Lochsa one piece from Klim. We're also going to talk a little bit about the new Ripsa from Klim and let you guys know what the differences are in between these two pieces and why there is such a big price point difference. At any time during this video, please feel free to connect with me in the comments below. Let me know what you're thinking, what you like. If you have any questions about this video, I'll gladly answer them. Also, connect with me on social media. The links to all of my social media accounts are in the description below. Thanks for watching. Let's go. So before we dive into the new Lochsa one piece, let's talk about the inception of the original Lochsa one piece. So 5 or 6 years ago, it was FXR that brought the first onesie back into the snowmobile market, and more companies followed shortly after because of its success and demand. Now, 3 years ago, I believe, Klim introduced the new Lochsa onesie, and it is pronounced Lochsa, as in the Lochsa River located in Idaho. You'll find Klim will name a lot of its gear after all of these amazing places, so the Lochsa being another one of those places to name a piece of gear after. We have the Valdez, we have the Togedy, we have the Dakar and the Moto line. So many different names have come from places, landmarks, mountains, all of those kind of things. Klim uses those names to bring them into their own products. So that is how the Lochsa name was born. Now, the first years of the Lochsa were very successful, very lightweight, one piece with a different fit than most of the competitors. The Lochsa is much more tailored, slimmer, tighter fitting one piece, so you don't look or feel as baggy as a lot of the competitors' one pieces. The Lochsa is known for its fit and finish. It was made out of a very similar gore-tex material to the Stealth jacket. And what we found in the first couple years of the Lochsa was it was not as durable as most of us would like. You know, having that lightweight, it was very comfortable and lightweight and amazing in all of those aspects, but it wasn't quite as durable as we wanted. So for this year, Klim has taken what it's learned from the past years of the Lochsa and has blended what we have in almost our Valdez jacket and our Stealth jacket and put them together into what is now this Lochsa kind of hybrid. We have multiple different materials. We're stronger in certain areas, but we still have that flexibility and comfort that we love so much about the previous Lochsa. Now, this is the 2019 updated Lochsa. Totally redesigned, and there's lots of big differences. But before I dive into the actual differences of the Lochsa, I want to talk a little bit about the new Ripsa and the Lochsa. I've had a few questions asking what are the major differences in the Ripsa versus the Lochsa, and when we cover those, it will explain some of the reasons why the price point is a little bit different in these two products. So the first differences I want to talk about between the Ripsa and the Lochsa is price. Coming in at $650 US is the new Ripsa onesie, and coming in at $899, $900 US is the redesigned Lochsa. And the biggest reason you're going to see these price differences is in the actual material. The Ripsa uses a gore-tex performance shell, like you're going to find in the Storm jacket and a lot of other Klim products. But the new Lochsa uses the gore-tex Pro shell, and the Pro shell is unmatched, most durable, most waterproof, bomb-proof, battle-tested gore-tex material that Klim offers. You'll find this material in jackets like the Valdez and the Togedy bibs. So we're just gearing up, burling up, and the new Lochsa is 185% more durable than the previous Lochsa. And as I have this Lochsa on, I can already feel the difference right off the bat in the durability of this piece compared to the previous generations. Now, some other differences between the Ripsa and the Lochsa. The Ripsa was built on the Lochsa chassis with a focus on mobility. So the fit and finish of the Ripsa will be a little bit looser, maybe a little bit more comfortable for different body sizes. If you're a little bit shorter, it might be a little bit better option for you. If you're kind of short and stocky compared to tall and lanky, the Ripsa might be a little bit better because it is a little bit looser fitting and has a little bit better mobility for a rider of that stature. Whereas the Lochsa is more tailored fit like it has always been. I actually size down, so I wear a large jacket and pant, typically speaking, but when I put on a one piece, I wear a medium just because the large is a little bit too bulky, especially around the waist and the legs. So I do wear a medium. It is a little bit tighter with all my knee braces and body armor on, but it just fits me a little bit better. Now, talking about features, the Lochsa definitely has way more features than the Ripsa does. The Ripsa is essentially just a simplified version of the Lochsa with different material. This Lochsa has 8 vents, so it is the most breathable. You can get heat out, you can tune it to your conditions that you need. You can open 2 vents, you can open 4 vents, you can open all 8 vents. So this Lochsa is incredibly breathable, whereas the Ripsa only has pit zips for ventilation. It doesn't have a ton of pocketing. The Ripsa has 2 hand pockets, a chest pocket, and then 1 inside of the onesie. But what the Ripsa does have is a women's specific colorway. This orange and pink colorway that is more women's specific, so Klim is tailoring to that audience as well. Now, talking about the negatives on the Ripsa, I would never steer anybody away from the Ripsa because if you watch my storm jacket or storm pant videos, I do love the simplicity, and essentially if you took the storm jacket and pants and put them into a onesie, you would really be getting close to what the Ripsa is. So for certain people's styles, simple is better, and that certainly is the Ripsa compared to this Lochsa. Now, something that Klim is bringing in the Lochsa that is an industry first, and this is a beacon pocket with harness. A clip for your beacon, just like your beacon comes with its own harness. This is integrated into the one piece, so you can clip your beacon in right there. So as we unzip our onesie, you'll find around the waist 2 red clips right here, and this tether runs through the onesie, around your body, over your shoulder, and into your beacon pocket, just as the beacon harness you would typically wear does. So this is really cool that Klim's kind of attacked this problem, because for me, when I have my jacket, I have my jacket on, I have my Avi pack on, sometimes I have a liette brace on. If my beacon is on my person via the harness, I have to unclip my backpack, take off my liette brace if I have my liette brace on, and then unzip it to get to it. So for that reason alone, I don't usually wear it. I put it in a very secure zip-up pocket so I can get to it quickly, because in the event of an avalanche, time is so important, and this pocket right here gives us that extra time and speed. So really excited about that feature, and I'm really excited to go test it out. So this is the first piece that Klim is introducing this feature on, and hopefully in the future we'll see more pieces with this tether system for your beacon that is totally integrated all the way down to your body. A few other things about Klim's one pieces, the Lochsa and the Ripsa. They both have removable suspenders to keep them up and in place. They also both have the removable gore-tex hoods, like you saw in the storm jackets. Running down the line, 8 vents. We have some bicep vents, fleece line pockets around our hips. We have our 2 big, massive pockets here, the goggle chamois, the integrated beacon slot and pouch, backpack friendly back vents right here, high thigh vents that you probably can't see, but also backpack friendly, kind of replacing the pit zip, so you can adjust your core temperature at all times when you're rocking the new Lochsa. So looking at the internals of this Lochsa, something that I really like from Klim is when I unzip it, there isn't much going on inside here. So you can actually see this gray right here is the true gore-tex material, and there's no drop-in liner, there's nothing else in there. It's very simple. You can see the welded seams, you know it's quality, and just a lightweight shell, so then I can layer according to the day I'm going to be riding it. Also looking inside, we do have our headphone kind of pocket here, one small pocket, and than the removable suspenders. So for color options, Klim has brought 3 different colors in the new Lochsa this year. They have the black, which is this gray, black, and yellow with yellow highlights and stitching. They also have a red, which is red, gray, and black. A really cool piece. And then they also have a blue, which is an off-shade blue with gray, black, and lime kind of yellow, highlighter yellow accents, zippers, and stitching. So, and for the Ripsa, Klim has 4 different colorways. They have an all-black colorway with white zippers and stitching. They have a blue, which is a true blue, gray, black with white stitching and zippers. They have a dark gray in the Ripsa, which is a gray with some light green, almost storm jacket green accents, zippers, and stitching. And finally, for the women's specific, or more women's specific, you definitely don't have to be a woman to wear this colorway. I think I'll see a lot of guys wearing it too. They have a pink, orange, and black colorway in the Ripsa. So 4 colorways in the Ripsa, 3 in the Lochsa. You can't go wrong. That's what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. So check out the links below for the Ripsa, the Lochsa, all of the Klim gear. You can go check it out. And please connect with me on social media. The links are in the description as well. Subscribe if you would like to see more, as I'm bringing you guys more content all winter long. Really excited about it. Having a great time making these videos for you guys. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you out on the snow.